Alright, so as promised, we're just gonna get right into it. Sorry if the forge is a little loud. So we just got a piece of 3/8 round stock heating up right now. I got my handy dandy little forged out hatchet head that I use as a hot cut. I know, blasphemy. All the campers and hikers out there, please be gentle. So we're just gonna nip the end off because it's the last one that I used, and I'm not very good at keeping the end very neat. It always likes to come off a bit. So yeah, we're just gonna take that, straighten her out a little bit, and then we're just gonna cut the end right off. I like to try to keep the material that is like coming off in the center right there. I like to keep that as centered to the bar as possible. I find that makes it a lot neater, as well as the leaves tend to like it a little bit better when everything's nice and orderly. I got one of my old friends gave me this hammer for my birthday. Beautiful hammer, hand forged, dudes on Etsy. Little over 100 or so bucks. Wonderful hammer, rounding hammer. Yeah, I absolutely love this thing. I cannot wait until I can forge my own. The very first hammer I have a really wide selection of hammers. Surprisingly enough, I only have two pair of tongs, but this is the very first hammer that I ever had. I ground this to be kind of a rounding face, ground this to be flat, and the whole thing comes off all the time. I actually forged that wedge to put in there. I know it's terrible. This piece is split off, and it has been split off for probably 3 or 4 years now, and it looks like it's about to come apart. It has looked like that again for 2 or 3 years, so I'm pretty happy with it. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this end here, flat side. We're just gonna nice and aggressive put a taper on that bad boy, and this is going to become our leaf. This is going to be the actual leaf itself. Everything else aside from this is going to be isolation for the stem. Speaking of, I'm gonna put it forward a little bit depending on how big we want our leaf to be. I'm gonna make a small one, so we're gonna put it about there. See, I pulled it half off, half off. Nice blows with the hammer. Trying our best to keep her nice and straight. So we're gonna go down about half the material thickness. Just like so. Now, one big thing that I need to work on is how straight, like how neat, I guess I should say, everything is right here. Oh, it's very hot. Yeah, how neat everything is up in here. These shoulders, as you can see, the corners of my anvil, not the best. I should be doing it right in here, and even then, still pretty shot, but you know, we do what we got. I'm certainly not complaining, right? I got this anvil for free, so I am not complaining. I was doing a job for the Amish. I'll have a little chat with you while that's heating up, right? Why not? So I did some work for the Amish. I was cleaning out one of their big barns, right? And I saw from under the stairs this anvil, the horn was sticking out. I said, "Oh, is that an anvil?" He's like, "Oh, yeah. I was like, "Is that something you need?" He's like, "No, why?" I said, "Well, don't pay me for this job. I'll clean the barn out if you give me that anvil." And he said, "Absolutely." There she is. You know, she's shot corners are terrible. This is obviously delaminated. All this stuff here, I don't know what happened. That's how I got it. Clearly somebody banged the crud out of it. I don't know what type of anvil it is, what the weight is. I know nothing about it. So what we're gonna do, this is our first shoulder. We're gonna come back opposite sides of that shoulder. We're gonna isolate this. Straighten her out a little bit. There we go. And that isolates our stem. And then we're just gonna start working on the draw, right? Now what we're just gonna do, rounding hand. Oh, see, I twisted it. It's not gonna stop us though. We're gonna do our damnedest anyway. Thing that I really got to work on is my precision with the hammer. You know, it's a bit unwieldy, but we're just gonna draw this whole thing out, and then we're gonna round it out. Let's try this right here. I think that's good enough for me. It's a little bit more of a diamond shape now, but you know, I'm the one who said it's important to keep her nice and straight. Here I am. Right on. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and knock the corners down and try to knock down that oblong diamond shape that she's got going. Forging it a little bit cold. I don't think it matters too much, but again, I'm certainly not experienced in this field, so I'm probably wrong. And would you look at that there? She's heated up. She's ready to go. Just keep on keeping on, you know. Hit it twice in the same spot. She'll get pretty round. I mean, that's not great, but hey, I'll take it, right? That's not bad. Now we're gonna work on the leaf. Don't cut this off until you're done with the leaf. It's much easier that way. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and strike this directly on the corner, the one that's on the opposite taper, right? Gonna do that right about here and just fucking, oh, bam! Sorry, shit, I swear. Is. I dare say that's not that bad. Hey, you know, take a second to appreciate what you've made, my son. That's not bad. All right, so I'm gonna change the camera angle real quick, but hey, would you would you just look at that? That's not bad. I do say, need to clean up in this little joint here. Yeah, this little junction in between the stem and the leaf. But other than that, I mean, come on. That's not that bad. Okay. Is camera angle all right? Do I look weird? I know, it's a little far down, but I don't want to be working up here. You know what I mean? With the steel. Because, you know, beard, catch on fire. No more dwarfy. That would be a shame. I would be very sad, actually, at that. So we're gonna take the tongs now, and we're gonna, I'll show you, right? We're gonna whack it on the anvil, and that brings that whole thing to a 90. And then we're just gonna twist the ever-living crud out of it, right? Get her nice and hot. Tap the anvil.
This is still probably a month or two before I'll actually even buy the leather to do it, but I wanted to talk it over with you because I wanted a handful of zippers on it, and I think it'd be a neat design. And then I would put I'd put like a tag with your name on it, so if anybody asks, I can talk about it and say, yeah, no, these were made by you, and I made this, and
yeah. Just like that. Yeah, no, that'd be awesome, dude. Sorry about that. Another semi-important call. Just a friend. You know, they're always important. Friends, right? You don't have any friends, I'm here for you. I got you. I'll be your friend. We'll be friends. I'm a little weird. Play D&D. I'm into blacksmithing. But you might be into blacksmithing too, seeing as how you're here, right? Man, I am out of propane. What an absolute catastrophe. So we're just gonna take these guys, and we're gonna bend this around. Oh, should we do a really big one? Oh, I made this one really long too. That's the beauty of blacksmithing, right? You can just kind of feel it out, right? Oh man. All right, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work out of screen because I can't really change that right now. I'm just gonna take a little tiny hammer and just kind of work that in, right? And just kind of like do it all. I use a little hammer because I don't have a wooden mallet. A wooden mallet would be preferred to not mess with my piece. Now what I'm doing, sorry I cannot show you this, if the forge didn't die and I didn't run out of propane, I would show you because I would be able to just reheat that and go from there, but I sadly can't do that right now. I will do that next time because I will be making a bunch of them. I was also kind of hoping to make like a hook or something. That's okay, but look at that. Why don't you just take a gander at that? That's not too bad. The stem was too long. I didn't have enough heat to do anything like really cool with it. Speaking of heat, I'm gonna let this cool down real quick, and I'll get right back with you with like a better angle to show you properly as to what it is, so that way I can like touch it and like show it around and whatnot. Oh, I should show you something before I forget. Right? So one thing that I do with all of my leaves, I think I said it previously, is I wax coat them, right? So Zach's Wax, yeah, it's a forge finish high gloss, right? Not, I mean, I guess I should say I'm not sponsored. I mean, like I'm just starting out, man. If I was sponsored already, that'd be kind of crazy, right? Probably get like 10 views, you know, on this video, which is fine, which I'm happy with. Like I said, this is a commitment, right? This stuff here, I've used it quite a bit. This is my second tub. I love it. It's the smell. It's kind of like like a little bit of beeswax and like citrus, right? Like lemon, orange type. It smells really good. It smells really good. But what you do is you take this while this is still hot, not really hot. That's why I'm letting it cool off a little bit. And then you dunk it in there a little bit, and then you use a paintbrush. You gotta, that's a technical term. But you just apply it, right? Yeah, that's better, right? Yeah, there we go. So you want it just at the smoke point, right? You don't want it to be too much past because it'll kind of be all gunky and stuff, right? Don't forget about the parts that you miss, right? You don't want to get up in there too. Here we go. Now we let it cool, right? We just let it chill. And when it is done, we will have a nice leaf. The way that I test if something is hot is I grab it. Don't do that. It's a little warm. But check this out. Check some guy out, you know? That little transition right there, that's not bad. In the middle there, that little line. It's pretty good. That wraparound with the stem, I dislike. That was a rush job on me for not having the forge's heat. Kind of made me go cuckoo. I need to figure out how to round out right in here, right up in there, right? See how that's square there still? Twisted? Kind of looks neat. Yeah, that's not what we're going for. We're trying to make these perfect, right? At least for me, that's how we grow as craftsmen. But other than that, I mean, like, the back of the leaf is nice and flat. All these little ridges here, that's because my anvil's not clean. And when you wax coat, you want it to be clean. Yeah, don't do that. So there's just gunk stuck to it. Yeah. It's not going for sale, that's for sure. I wouldn't sell this guy, but, you know, I think she's kind of cool, right? And we got a lot more to go, and hopefully we're going to watch that growth go. Hopefully I'm going to grow as a smith. Hopefully in the near future will become my profession. I'm really hoping for that. I'm hoping to get some instruction maybe. I haven't had any. I've been watching videos. That's it. Similar, you know, just been watching YouTube every night. You know, gotta pass the time somehow, right? Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me on this little thing. If you liked it, hey, that'd be pretty cool. Appreciate all that jazz. Now, if you have any tips, if you have any critiques, awesome. Please, by all means, please let me know. The more that we get constructive criticism going, the better, because, you know, that's what this whole journey is about, is growth. And, you know, people out there that know more, they can say, hey, you messed up on the stem. There's an easier way to taper. Here's how. Or, hey, you really shouldn't be hitting it like that. You know, it's bad for so-and-so and da-da-da. That's all fantastic and greatly appreciated. Again, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you shortly. We'll get right back into it. Thank you so much.